Hey guys, it's Megan. I started my first 10 things list, so this will be the first video in the installment of 10 things. It could be 10 things I like, 10 things I dislike, 10 things I'm interested in, 10 things I want to talk about, 10 books, 10 subjects. It could be 10 random things. For the first one, it's about food and drinks. Number one, actually, I don't know if I should start from 10 and go to... I'll do my top 10. I'll start at 1 and work my way to 10. Alright. Number 1. I really enjoy looking to see what you have in your fridge, freezer, cabinets, and throwing it together and making a really good meal. Something you wouldn't have normally thought of doing together, but when you put it together, it works. Like tonight for dinner, we did something like that, and it was this pasta noodle thing with chicken, and it had tomatoes and green beans and onions and a little bit of like a teriyaki type sauce, sort of like a teriyaki or sweet and I really wouldn't say it's sweet and sour sauce. And then we had some angel hair and thin spaghetti noodles and put it all together, and it was really good. Added our own seasoning and stuff to it, and just it was chicken breast, and we just cut it up and sauteed it in this pan on the stove and boiled the noodles, added it together, mixed it together, heated it up, and ate it, and it was really good. Alright. I also found recently that I'm not a seafood person. I don't like raw seafood. I don't like sashimi or any of that kind of stuff. But I've started trying veggie sushi, where they make the sushi rolls, but they use vegetables instead of any type of seafood or anything from the sea, the water, the ocean, the bay, whatever. Not even imitation crab. I don't do any of that. So that's pretty good, and I've enjoyed trying couple different brands, but I think my favorite is just the stuff you get at the grocery store so far, that they make right there, like near the deli. We went to a couple sushi restaurants, and the first one we went to, I had a cucumber roll. It was pretty good, but I liked when you could add more veggies to it, and carrots and avocado and whatever they do, so that's pretty good. Number 3 is chocolate. I love, love, love chocolate. I'm a diabetic. Sorry, but dark chocolate isn't my thing that I really like. I love chocolate. I don't get it very often anymore, but I can have it in moderation as long as I'm monitoring my blood sugar, and I don't overdo it. A few bites isn't going to hurt me, but when you overindulge, that's a problem. I'm not going to go somewhere and order a big, huge, chocolate souffle or big chocolate cake or chocolate. I can have a cookie every now and then, but I can't have a dozen cookies. So you got to learn that in moderation. There's this place that I go to sometimes, and I can do it at home too, where I take strawberries and bananas and sometimes peach, and you can add Splenda or stevia, and you do a little bit of fruit juice, whatever you like to have with it, and ice, and you make smoothies, and those are pretty good. I find sometimes, even though it's not real sugar, it still causes the artificial stuff still makes my sugars raise. So, if I'm going to indulge in something like that, I just have to be careful. I don't know how some diabetics use how you can cover a meal with your medication, knowing you need to know how much to take to cover it if you're on a insulin pump or, you get the injections. Alright, number 6. I went to Milwaukee about 5 years ago, maybe? No, 4 or 5 years ago. My mom and stepdad were living out there at the time, and they took us to a couple places while we were there to eat, and they had these things called pretzel buns. They had hamburger ones, and they had like hoagie rolls, and you can have a pretzel burger or a pretzel dog, and you can do any type of burger you want within the, the buns, or, if you like brats or whatever, which I do. So my number 6 is pretzel burgers minus the cheese, or pretzel brats, where you just put your sausages in there and you fix them up how you would normally have them and just have them with a pretzel dog. I just think it really tastes good. It reminds me of eating a pretzel. So, except for it's soft. I mean, they do make some soft pretzels, but you can go to a local fast food places now, and a few like pubs, and I know Ruby Tuesdays has a line of them where you can have you can get their like USDA prime beef burgers or whatever. I had one a couple weeks ago on I think I had one on a pretzel bun. I can't even remember. And it's pretty good. So number 6 is pretzel pretzel burger, pretzel dog. Of course, mine would be minus the cheese and no Swiss mushroom, any of that stuff. That's just, I don't do mushrooms, and I don't do Swiss cheese. Actually, I don't do cheese on any of my burgers, and I don't have mayonnaise either. Number 7 is ice cream. Now, I've mentioned in a couple videos that I'm lactose intolerant. I sometimes will get sick after eating ice cream, sometimes I don't. It depends on the quantities and where I have it. Sometimes I can have a small amount of ice cream and be okay, and sometimes just a few bites can, make me ill to my stomach. If I'm in a restaurant that is very warm and I have it, I'm going to get sick from it. Meaning that, like a Chinese food buffet, a lot of times those restaurants are really warm, and when you put something really cold in your stomach and you're really warm, I don't know, it turns my stomach. So I like ice cream. I much prefer having it at home, where I can buy it at the grocery store. I can be at home. If I have an issue, I'm close to a restroom and whatnot. Those of you who are lactose intolerant can say, well, you can take the Lactaid pills, or you can take the Lactaid ice cream or the milk or whatever. I can't. I had a very bad reaction to the medication, and any of the Lactaid products that I've tried are lactose-free. Ice cream, it makes me sicker than if I just drank regular milk. So my body has an adverse reaction to it. I just can't do it. So that doesn't work. Now, I don't do eggs, I don't do cheese, I don't do milk, I don't do sour cream or ricotta cheese or any of that stuff. I don't do heavy cream. Occasionally I'll have a dollop of Cool Whip on a piece of pie or something if I have that. And sometimes I'm okay, sometimes I'm not. Maybe I put a little dollop on some strawberries. Sometimes I'm okay, sometimes I'm not. It's a gamble on that one. I really like breakfast buffets, where you don't have to choose to have eggs. You have a buffet of a whole bunch of different stuff, and you can have fruit, you can have hash browns, you can have sausage, you can have bacon, you can have, waffles, pancakes. Now, if you're overseas in like Europe or something, they do fish on their breakfast buffets, and they do hard-boiled eggs, and I don't know if they put haggis on there or what they do, or tuna or whatever. I'm not talking about any of that. I don't do the eggs, and I don't really have butter. Sometimes I have a little bit of like that. I don't know, like the margarine stuff, and it's iffy. I try to stay away from it. But I like when you can try different kinds of meats, and you can, sometimes get sliced ham, or I love the fruit, and you have to watch out for your sugars on that. Sometimes I like a cinnamon roll, and the same with that. You got to watch your sugars, and you have to think about things like, if I'm going to be out and about, if I eat something that I know has got a lot of sugar, or I have something that's really fatty, I know it's a bad idea, because I'm going to wind up probably getting a little sick. I have IBS too, so sometimes things tend to digest pretty fast through me. So again, even though I like it, I don't get it that often. Even when I have my coffee, which is, you know, I do from time to time, I never have cream in it. I always just have it with either sugar if I'm out of my sweetener stuff, or stevia, Splenda, whatever. I don't like Equal or NutraSweet, or what, excuse me, I don't know what it's called, Sweet and Low. Yeah, I don't like that. I found for number 9 that I really love German chocolate cake. Now, a couple years ago, after Jamie and I got together, I asked him, I said, what's your favorite cake? I want to make you a birthday cake. And he said German chocolate. And I said, what? I said, okay, so what kind of icing do you want? He said, no, there's only one kind you get. It's got the coconut pecan on it. I'm like, okay. And so I made it for him. And I made one, you know, a 9 by 13 inch pan, and I just made the cake and I covered it in the icing. He said next time get 2 things of icing because that stuff's really good. Well, it's good, and I've made it a few times since. Well, when we got married earlier this year, my cousin Katie, she designed our wedding cake and made it, and I had her also do a half a sheet cake of German chocolate cake. Well, I love my cousin, and the day that she brought the cake to the wedding was the first day I'd actually met her. She's awesome. I haven't made my German chocolate cake since. Hers was so good. I could have gone with like 3 or 4 more pieces of it. It was so moist. She used top of the line ingredients. She did a wonderful job. She designed it where the outside, I think, had some like fudge icing, if I'm right, just around the edges and stuff, but it was like, I want to say a rectangle, a square or a rectangle. It was half a sheet cake, and I have to say at our wedding that thing went the fastest. Everybody wanted some. The wedding cake, we had plenty left over, and I still have the top of it in my freezer. That's for the 1-year anniversary. Okay, last thing on my 10 things, number 10 is Dr. Pepper. That is my favorite. I have found that they do have a whole line of Diet Dr. Pepper, Diet Dr. Pepper with cherry, Diet Dr. Pepper with cherry vanilla, or they got all, you know, they got their line of, I have those in my fridge. I do have regular Dr. Pepper there. That's one of those things where I can have, you know, a regular soda. If my sugars go really low, I can do that. I bought it for a barbecue, and it's still left in there. A barbecue for Memorial Day, so it's still in there. Yes, I love Dr. Pepper. Sometimes I used to drink too much of it. I think it's right up there with, really, I guess number 10 could be a two-parter. I love Dr. Pepper and I love Sprite, but I don't like the Sprite Zero, so if I have Sprite, I have a regular Sprite. I don't drink the diet one. I know it's bad, and I know, you know, diabetic, you have to watch out. I don't have it that often. So, yeah. And it's not like I take it and gulp it down by the jugs, you know. I might have a little one here and there or something, but that's my top 10 list, or that's 10 things. I hope to come back with, you know, other videos with 10 things and talk to you a little bit about me. Maybe by doing these little videos you'll get a chance to get to know me better, and I won't just sit here and talk about random stuff that after a while you just really don't want to listen to. So I'm going to go back to coming up with ideas and what I'm watching on TV, and I may do another video tonight. I may just wait till tomorrow. I don't know. I'm over 75 videos now, and we're not even at the end of June. So we're getting closer to the 100th video. So hopefully it would be awesome if my 100th video could be like a Q&A where you guys are sending me questions. So please comment below, like, tag, or like, fave, subscribe to me. Also, my husband has a page, Lurch's Minions. Look that up, or look up Lurch4297, Lurch 4297, or Lurch's Minions, and you should be able to find him. He's only got a couple videos so far. So, give him some views and some comments, so he'll use those for future videos too. If I can't do a Q&A for the 100th one, maybe I'll do a video with Jamie, and I'll have him ask me questions, and maybe we can interview each other, so we can give you guys some information about us if you'd like to know. Comment suggestions. I'm sure I will have the 100th video by the end of June, maybe July, but I feel it's coming sooner than that. I was going to give myself to August, but that's like, you know, more than enough time, and I usually like to try to do videos for you every day, if not multiple times a day. There's been like only 1 or 2 days where I've maybe done one video for you guys. So, yep, that's 10 things. Any comments you want to give me, it's meganshepard81@gmail.com. Again, that's Megan Shepard81@gmail.com. And if you want to look me up, or tell your friends about me, my YouTube tag is Megan Shepard81. I hope to get some comments and some thumbs ups if you like it, thumbs down if you don't, but please be kind with your words and no profanity, or your comments will be erased. Thank you, and have a blessed day.